somebody tell me it was Wednesday. And then I started thinking it was Wednesday, and then I'm thinking I got 2 more days of work. Y'all even got me working on a Saturday this week. How y'all doing? What's going on, Wino Gang Gang? Y'all see it? I cut it off again, boo. It was getting too long, too hot, too thick. So I had to run down to the break. And Jasmine was the one who was like, babe, you growing your hair out or something? During the last show on Wednesday, Jasmine was like, Tasha, you growing your hair out? I was like, well, what you mean? I didn't even notice it. She was just like, it's getting a little thick, it's getting a little long. So I literally, the barber was like, yeah. And you know, I'm the type, I'm like, give me my hair. Give me my hair. I'm for real, I pick up my hair. You ain't finna keep my hair in no barber shop, not today, and do whatever type of work you doing. Not today. What's going on, y'all? 2 full shows. First of all, did y'all have a good time Wednesday enjoying that Young Jock side chick wine? Did you enjoy yourself? Did Tasha K and the team come through for y'all? Did we feel your cup runneth over? I told you she was gonna answer everything, okay? We let that go early. It was supposed to go out tonight. Jock side, you know what I'm saying? But it went out Wednesday, all right? Because we wanted to move some things around so that we could actually do this tonight uncensored on TashaKLive.com, okay? But yeah, you do have to subscribe to TashaKLive.com and watch that there interview, and you will get your whole life, okay? Full show, definitely going to be discussing Drew Sidora and Ralph's, what was his last name? Pittman. They got a nasty, nasty divorce. And I'm shocked at, like, my thoughts on it. Because I went through everything. I went all the way back to 2013 when these two met and eloped. Like, I had to understand it because I just don't understand, like, you know, how everything flipped from her getting that top of the house and him getting the basement to her being told to get the fuck out. Like, I am trying to understand that. Like, how did we get here? How did we get here? But I think I know. I think I figured it out. So y'all stay tuned for that. Kenya Moore got evicted today. Her salon got evicted in Atlanta. Please let me know if you was down there. And if you got anything, please let me know what you got. Because they had fans down there collecting her belongings that was put on the curb, okay? We're definitely going to be discussing that. Also going to be discussing, we got an update on Floyd Mayweather's finances, okay? You know, anybody that's a public figure, the finances are up for scrutiny, including mine. I'm not object from this, okay? Definitely we're going to be talking about the Brinks truck that got hit the other day and hit a leak news. Lori Harvey put out a PSA saying she about to sue bloggers, okay? And I appreciate y'all DMing me, asking me if I'm okay, and if Lori Harvey was gonna sue me. I said, what did I do? Why y'all throwing shade? Why you assume that it was me? Yeah, I get sued all the time, but why did you assume it was me? So we're going to talk about that a little later. And, of course, we got a second show coming up on TashaKLive.com. I'll tell you a little bit about what we're going to be talking about tonight over there. But first, we're going to go ahead and take a moment to thank our sponsors. That is the reason why we don't have to ask you guys for donations or anything like that. And if you notice, we haven't asked y'all for anything lately. All right, we got some sponsors we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to. We'll be right back after the break. Let's go.
When we're stressed out about anything, including debt, there's so many other detriments to our lives, our health, our family, our friends, all can see it on us. And then when you become debt-free, you can start focusing on things that truly make you happy. It really is true happiness. I've had many individuals make up with family members after going through bankruptcy because they don't have the stress. It really changes your mindset and it allows you to have the freedom, the mental freedom to take care of what's really important. And I certainly recommend it for everybody because, as we all know, life is too short.
He hit me, he was like, where you at? Send me your location. I'm like, okay. I didn't think nothing of it for real. I thought he was just gonna come smoke with me and we was gonna chill and that was gonna be it. No. The man came, I told him, I was like, Jock, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm on my period. And he didn't give a fuck about none of that. The man snatched my tampon out, ate my and fucked the dog shit out of me in the Airbnb. Yes, I said it. Yes, you did it. Next. I met this man being a musician. I left this man being a hoe. So it was never good.
Why you say being a hoe?
What musical thing? All I left with was a wet ass and no music. Well, let me be real. I did not come in how I was supposed to leave. I did not come how I was supposed to leave. I came and I got the same thing Kendra got. That's why I'm talking to you like this, because I see me in you. That shit hurts when you let it start giving you all of these things and you don't get what you really deserve. It's a problem. But now, hello.
All right. All right, and we are back. Don't forget that interview is trending right now. #1 on TashaKLive.com. You know it's a little mini YouTube channel up over there. I looked at that the other day. I was like, look at the developers trying to make us look like we got like a little, you know, a professional network over here. It is professional. Let me stop playing. Shake did his thing building that, okay? Listen, I am feeling a little under the weather. Got some allergies going on today. Woke up with a little runny nose. So I've been taking, this is my 3rd set of 5 drops, okay? And I give it 2 days and all this is going to be gone, okay? So I've been, you know, and I don't want y'all thinking, oh, she on that shit. I ain't never been on that shit. I will never be on that shit. Never will, never ever. Won't. Okay, now, so all of oregano, all pure, 100% raw, okay? You see it, it's strong. We only use 5 drops, not 5 droppers. After about 48 hours, you up and at them. That's why I ain't been taking no sick days off. Whatever try to get in me. The oil of oregano, God's oil, exercises it out. Okay? Shop TKdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10. We got an update in white wine news. Stephon Diggs' coach, okay? Mike Vrabel, we talked about him. He's head coach of the New England Patriots. We talked about him on Wednesday. And so him and his, at the time, we could say alleged side piece, because both of them were denying that anything romantic was going on after somebody had filmed him and his side piece. Who is the lady at the top? Is that his wife? Is that Mike Vrabel's wife? Okay, so this is Mike Vrabel, the head coach of the New England Patriots. Okay, this is white wine news. This is some good news. Okay, I have been on page 6. Shout out to page 6 for this exclusive, because I said, oh, we got a big one today in the white wine community. Okay, and so here's the thing. Mike Vrabel is the head coach for the New England Patriots, and this is his wife. He's been married for quite some time, actually since since these pictures that we're about to show you came out, okay? Now, there were some pictures that released last week that were sold to page 6. He was out with the Athletic sports reporter. She doesn't work, for the NFL directly, but she does cover it because she is a journalist, okay? And so they were filmed at an adults-only resort, said it was innocent. Even though the pictures were released, said they were on a trip with 6 other people, nothing happened. Her bosses at her job, the Athletica, asked her to prove that other people were on this trip. She said, I'm not doing all of that. I don't have to prove myself. You either take my word for it. I quit. So she quit. And I told you a lot of people quit so they don't have to go through investigations. And that will be a part of their record on why they got fired. So she decided to put her 2 weeks in right there and spin out, okay? And then took to Twitter and doubled down, took to X and doubled down and said nothing was going on, okay? Both of them are married, by the way. Both of them are married. Now, he came out and was just like, it's innocent, and nothing happened. He got to keep his job. There's no NFL investigation. You know how the Patriots and the NFL get down. You know what I'm saying? Listen, they let Stephon Diggs run wild like that for as long as they could. He took them to a Super Bowl, Stephon Diggs and his head coach. So, they can have at it. If they need a little piece on the side, that is okay. But it's not fair, the double standard that she had to quit because she was going to get fired because she chose to participate in adultery-like experiences, okay, with someone who makes a lot of damn money, okay, more than her husband, from what I'm being told, all right? Now, she left, denied anything was going on. This is strictly friendship. He said the photos were taken out of concept. Well, and I already told you I didn't think it was fair that he got to keep his job at Ime Udoka. Nia Long's ex-fiance was not able to keep his job. They didn't technically fire him. They suspended him for messing with that white woman, but he ended up quitting because if they put you on a year suspension with no pay, what are you supposed to do? So they basically forced him to quit, but they didn't do it with him. He's allowed to parlay and move around the way that they want. And besides, didn't they protect that guy that played for the Texans as well too, the one that was getting all the massages and stuff like that, and now he happily married, huh? What's his name again? Dante, who? All right, I forgot his name. But don't worry, we covered him extensively too, okay? And so neither here nor there, but the NFL protects their own. Well, we just got some new information after they both said it was nothing, after they both said they were strictly friends, there was nothing that was going on. She ended up quitting because her job asked her to prove that there was nothing going on, and she said, I think the hell not. Pictures were just given to Page 6 of these two at a bar that was taken 6 years ago. They were kissing, smooching. They were in a hole in the wall, a bar, like a speakeasy in New York City, and they were all over each other. And what makes it worse is that she had just, she was engaged to be married to her husband, whose name is, let me make sure I get this man's name. He deserves the proper shout out, okay, because he's a good husband. He didn't even know he was marrying a side bitch. Could you imagine getting engaged to a side bitch, to a married man? Because he was already married to his wife, and she was getting married, and she married him 6 weeks later, 6 months later, after these photos came out of them kissing. So I don't know who snapped these pictures and kept them for a rainy day. I guess they thought nobody knew who they were. But I mean, at the time, I don't know if he was with the Patriots or with the other team, because football, the coaches are just as famous, as the players are, especially if they're taking their teams, to the NFL or to the playoffs or whatever you call it. And so here's the thing. Hold on, let me make sure I get these proper shout outs, okay? Yeah, I hate to have to put the husband on blast like this, but how didn't you know you was marrying a side bitch? You understand what I'm saying? That's a mean word. Hold on for a second. Hold on. Let me make sure I get it. Hold on. So they were in a bar outing. Hold on. I gotta go all the way back. I hate when Page 6 put all these ads up, and they just keep running ads, and you can't even. What's the husband name? Kevin Goldsmith. And what does he do for a living? He don't make as much money as. He's a vice president of Shake Shack. So you got a lifetime of free burgers and shakes, and you over here trying to parlay and be a side bitch to a head coach whose wife ain't going nowhere. I don't think his wife is going anywhere. Thank you, Jasmine, for that little tidbit right there, because I'm still going through ads right now as we speak. But yeah, and so he was already married to his wife, Jen, when these photos came out. And then while Rosini said I do to her now husband 6 months later, okay? And each of them have 2 kids. If I was the wife, I wouldn't leave Mike Gravel either. Why would I leave him? Y'all think the wife didn't know? Do you think the wife didn't know? 6 years your husband has been carrying on with this woman, He had a good thing going. I don't know. I just felt like it was some good white news. So I'm sure that the Shake Shack vice president is going to file for a divorce, and she is getting no more free burgers and shakes for her, okay? Rosini's wife and Verbel's wife, she gonna stay, okay? And white wine news and Hit-a-Lick news. Man, I'm jealous, bro. I am jealous. I heard the other day, Jasmine put me on to this. I just couldn't believe it. I heard that some thieves, I wouldn't even say thieves, these are heisters. They professionals. They successfully robbed a Brinks truck in broad daylight in Philadelphia, and made off with $1.8 million clean. Here go the video. Take a look at the video.
News at noon is breaking this hour. A brazen robbery targeted an armored truck this morning in Philadelphia's Tacony neighborhood.
Damn.
Police say 2 armed suspects robbed that truck right here on the 7200 block of Torresdale Avenue. They escaped after taking a massive amount of cash from that truck. Action News reporter Becca Hendrickson live for us at the scene with an update from police. Becca?
John, sources tell me it was $1.8 million stolen from that armored truck this morning. It all happened behind me. I'm told the truck was parked right behind me at the Torresdale bus loop. It was a Brinks armored truck. Police say around 9:43 is when two armed men approached that truck. Take a look from Chopper 6. You see the Brinks truck on the 7200 block of Torresdale Avenue. Witnesses say the truck had been on the block servicing a budget financial center. That's when police say two males with assault rifles approached the truck and, according to sources, again, robbed it of $1.8 million before speeding off. Here's some ground video. It shows the aftermath of this crazy and brazen robbery. You see police on the scene here. The FBI, I'm told, is handling the case. You see police and investigators talking to witnesses in the area. This is a very busy business district, and we spoke with several people who were either working or in these businesses when that robbery happened around 9:43 again this morning. And again, take a look at Chopper 6. Once again, the investigation brought police to Front and Fairmount Streets in Northern Liberties, where sources tell me that getaway vehicle was found. I'm told it's a blue electric vehicle. Witnesses say the whole ordeal was absolutely terrifying.
Not they got off an Elon Musk car. They had an electric getaway car. They couldn't track them on the GPS satellite, or they done figured out how to disarm that technology. $1.8 million. See, this is why they are quickly going to be going to cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and stuff, and this is why they're going to put the chips in our arms, and we're going to have to pay like this because they, man, damn, where was I? I would have been lookout. I would have been standing out there just like this. Yeah, I don't see anybody. You guys are clear. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm from the South, so I could talk without really moving my mouth and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I can talk like that. I'm from the South. You know what I'm saying? My aunts used to talk like that. And I used to have to decipher what they were saying, so you couldn't really read nobody's lip. You know what I'm saying? But I would have done that for them. I need just a little bit right now, just a little bit. We can all use just a little bit. But in Philadelphia in broad daylight, like they got more security in Philadelphia than they do anywhere else in the world. Like, how did this happen? This had to be an inside job. The fact that they knew that $1.8 million was on that truck at that time, somebody tipped them off. Great job, by the way. Great job. They got insurance on that money, Jay. They got insurance on it. Ain't no law saying I can't congratulate them on a job well done because they ain't found them. They ain't found them at all. Moving on. And I ain't helping them find them either. So don't be trying to Crime Stoppers, 1-800. Nah, keep going. Woo, and hit a lick news. Moving on. Speaking of who need to hit a lick, this man is going through it, y'all. Lawsuits. Matter of fact, hold on. You know how much financial issues he got going on? Right now, that I have to AI the list of people that he owed. Jewelers, over $1 million for watches, cars that are unpaid rent in condos. Jesus Christ, have mercy. He's suing Showtime for Showtime giving his ex-manager the money that he told him to give because he couldn't read the contract. So he's suing them for allowing them to collect on his behalf and run off with his money, $300 million. And now let me tell you how bad it's gotten. You know he got a skating rink, right? You know Floyd got a skating rink. And apparently, I guess he didn't pay one of the contractors at the skating rink. Jasmine, don't we got a video on it? They done made a damn video.
We are at Floyd Mayweather.
Look at this. So Skate Rock City, Floyd Mayweather.
Rock City. And we are protesting him for wisdom, esoterica, because he owes over $30,000 because he put the lighting system in. So this is Los Payasos. Their president doing it Los Payasos style. Well, there you go, brother. Here you go. You can give that to Floyd Mayweather. You can give that to Floyd Mayweather. You want to get to Floyd Mayweather? That's for Floyd Mayweather, brother. So this is how we do it. Los Payasos style. We are here protesting. Let's go over more. Come on down. Come over more. Let's over. And this is how we do it. Los Payasos style. We are
This
protesting
is funny.
the famous Floyd Mayweather.
Oh my
And we
God.
are here in the city of Las Vegas. And this is how we do it, Los Payasos style. So we are protesting Floyd Mayweather here at Skate Rock City. And this is the way we do it, Los Payasos style. Tell Floyd Mayweather he should be paying his bills.
You don't own here.
Huh?
You don't own here.
Well, we're here protesting Floyd Mayweather. Call the police. We're going to go to the front. And this is the way we do
gotta
it.
get our property.
Los Payasos style. And once again, we are protesting Floyd Mayweather
gotta get our property.
Jr. of Skate Rock City. And you see what we feel about him in our opinion. So we are getting kicked out of here. So
I'm getting
we
my
are going
life
to
right
go now.
This is hilarious.
Let's go.
You guys are weird, bro.
He got a whole
you should
banner
pay his
printed
bills,
out that
brother.
says crook.
Okay. You should tell him to pay his. You want a job?
That's your job.
That's my job. We're at Dead Presidents LLC.
How much you guys make?
We're all over the internet. Huh?
How much you guys make a year?
Who is this? Who mama
Stop it,
that is?
escalating. We are here and we are leaving. Tell Floyd Mayweather he should pay his bills. He shouldn't be like that. He shouldn't be like that.
Floyd. Why you got them Latina people down there calling you a crook and saying you owe them $30,000? You got that in. You could give them a watch and tell them to go on by their business. Why is you got them hard-working people down there? You done took their lights. They gonna come repo the lights, Floyd. They gonna come. They gonna come. You can't be doing folks like this. This is getting ridiculous. You gotta. This year, look, by 2027, you have got to take a New Year's resolution and learn how to read. You have got to learn how to read. Because he could just place a lien on the building, you know, or lien on your house and get the money back. But I don't think he wants to do that because he's deportable. I think that's why they got the hell off the property because if I was Floyd, listen, I don't have much money. Listen, I'm going to deport some people. I still can. Jasmine. Hey, dog. I ain't even that Jasmine. You see what taking a social media break will do? It'll give you idea. I can get a whole family deported right now. Oh my God, I ain't gotta pay them nothing. Damn, bro. Oh my God, look at me. I'm finna come. Lord Jesus, have mercy. Hey, I'm Jasmine. What my winos talking about? Floyd, pay these people their money. Play these people their money. This ain't funny no more, Floyd, okay? All this money you be showing off and stuff like that. He even got Chantel. His old bitch that was trying to sue him for some money working for him now. If I was Chantel, I wouldn't be working for him, but now his hoes got to work. Daughter got to work, everybody. What my winos talking about, Jasmine?
They said you dead wrong, and I'm done.
I mean, listen, God gives you ideas when you least expect it. You know what I'm saying? Let me point. I saw. Listen, wasn't there a video that went viral? Some roofers. They had some Mexican people. They had did somebody roofing. When it came time for them to pay, they had to call ICE on them. Man, listen, bro. All right, y'all, moving on. Listen, after the break, Lori Harvey talk about suing bloggers, okay? I promise y'all it ain't me. I think. Listen, we definitely gonna be discussing Kenya Moore getting evicted today. Also gonna be discussing Drew Barrymore and Ralph Pittman. They divorce is getting nasty. Sidora. Sorry, that's a Drew Barrymore, Sidora. And all that coming up after the break. We got some sponsors we need to brag about. Real quick, guys. You know, after the break, I'm reading happy hour questions. Okay, so please email me unWineWithTashaK@gmail.com if you have questions on your love life, personal life, relationship life. Okay, the questions are coming to my phone, unWineWithTashaK@gmail.com. We'll be right back after the break. We got some sponsors we need to brag about, which means boldly raise a glass to. We'll be right back. Let's go.
He hit me, he was like, where you at? Send me your location. I'm like, okay. I didn't think nothing of it for real. I thought he was just gonna come smoke with me and we was gonna chill and that was gonna be it. No. The man came, I told him, I was like, Jock, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm on my period. And he didn't give a fuck about none of that. The man snatched my tampon out, ate my and fucked the dog shit out of me in the Airbnb. Yes, I said it. Yes, you did it. Next. I met this man being a musician. I left this man being a hoe. So it was never good.
Why you say being a hoe?
What musical thing all I left with was a wet ass and no music. Let me be real. I did not come in how I was supposed to leave. I did not come how I was supposed to leave. I came and I got the same thing Kendra got. That's why I'm talking to you like this, because I see me in you. That shit hurts. When you let it start giving you all of these things and you don't get what you really deserve, it's a problem. But now, hello.
All right. Don't forget that interview is trending #1 right now on TashaKLive.com, okay? If you want to see it, I highly recommend that you watch it. You're going to get your entire life. Please don't watch it around your kids, grandkids, or whoever else, okay? Because you're going to gag. Gag. I'm talking about like choke gag, okay? All right, listen, before we get into these happy hour questions, I do got to shout out a wino here who has been with us for a very long time, on and off, okay? Inez Elizabeth Beauty. You guys know that I use her skincare products, primarily the Brighten Up Serum. All right. Now, the Brighten Up Serum has a mix of kojic acid, hyaluronic acid, as well as glycolic and salicylic acid. So, which means if you have dark marks, that's why I don't have dark marks and stuff on my face and many on my body and stuff like that. I have dark marks here because I'm always, it's just annoying, okay? But, and besides, this bottle is, I'm not using it on my elbows because it's for the face or whatnot. But like, yeah. Made by a black woman, engineered by a black woman, actually, okay? And so this is the #1 skincare line that I particularly use. And so if you want to get rid of dark marks or even acne marks and things like that, go to InezElizabethBeauty.com. InezElizabethBeauty.com. We'll put the link below in the description box as well as in the chat, okay? So you can go ahead and order your bottle, all right? Here we go! Happy hour before we get into Lori Harvey. Shit, Jasmine is hot, okay? Jasmine, the wine credentials just came in, boo. I just saw the bottle. Y'all make sure, listen, y'all make sure if y'all want to taste the wine, get the wine. Winos got their own wine. Islaya wine. Go to itsTashaK.com. ItsTashaK.com. Click the wine link, okay? And then put your name on the e-love list because we getting ready to go on sale. It's about to happen. Oh my God, Jasmine, they got me with the wine bottle. They got the photos on the site with the wine bottle. I'm sorry, I just got it right now. So they just sent me a preview of the website. What? Oh my gosh, it's so nice. They gotta take this white family out though. Well, man, I need that white money. I need that white wine money. Since it is white wine, right? It is technically, right? It is made by a black woman, drank by white folks, right? Right? That's what we want, right, Jalen? Yeah, that's exactly. All right, listen. All right, so I'm just excited about that. All right, so let me see what questions. I was literally opening up my email and then I got the website draft. Let me text back, amazing. And if you guys were at my birthday party, y'all got to taste it. That's what we were drinking, and y'all loved it. So I cannot wait. And all this is coming off the wall, and it's going to be Islaya wine back here, okay? So listen. All right. Happy hour time. Let me get to y'all questions so we can get back to this wine. Hold on for a second. All right. Remember, the questions are coming to my phone. All right, so this is a funny one. B stole my food stamps and I have 5 kids is the name of the question. B stole my food stamps and I have 5 kids. Hi, Tasha. I had a supposedly friend steal my food stamps this month after I let her get some food stamps last month off my card to get food for her and her kids. When my kids spent the night over there, she waited for the 8th when I got my stamps and stole over $1,200 from my kids. Now my kids is without, and Alabama will not replace them, and they is giving me the runaround to press charges. Should I blast her by posting her pictures? And she sent me the pictures. After I give her this good ass whooping, and can you blast her trifling to have sent the picture to the police, gave me of her, hold on, the picture, I have sent the picture the police gave me of her at the store, typing my food stamp card number in. So wait a minute. Because I was going to ask, like, how'd she get your card? She memorized the number? Or took a picture of the card? And then you could just, it's like a debit card? Ask the wino. It's a debit card. I ain't bought no stamps in a minute. I need to buy some. Every time I have family cookouts, I call the folks and get a few. But, because I'm trying to figure out, she's like, P.S. Angry Mom. I will go to her house and take all that food out her house. I will wait till she leave, go through her window, go to her house and take all that food out her house, and then tell her the report is stolen. You can't steal food that you stole. Don't do that. Please don't listen to me. I'm your unlicensed, unprofessional, untrained therapist. Do not do what I do. You did all you can do, and if I were you, I'm gonna be honest with you, real talk, I don't want you to lose your benefits because you shouldn't have gave her your card in the first place. So it's kind of one of those situations you got to bite that bullet. And, if you need a few dollars for some kids for the food this month, I'll shoot you a few dollars, okay? So email me, again, unWineWithTashaK@gmail.com, and we'll put some food in the house, okay? Send me a grocery list. Send me your address. I'll have some stuff delivered to you via Instacart, okay? We'll get them kids some snacks. I'm sorry that happened to you, but now you need to go change your food stamp card number because she's going to use it again for next month. So you got to cancel that card and get another one, okay? Moving on. That was fun. And she really got this girl picture here, too, using the card. That is funny, okay? All right. Hold on. I need some advice. Hey, Tasha. Hey, winos. I'm in a DV marriage, and I'm still in this marriage. I'm currently trying to get a divorce. I have a 2-year-old and a 12-year-old and a 20-year-old with him, and never thought I was going to have to raise my kids without a husband, or at least I want to. I don't want to be in the city with him, but I don't want to reroute my kids because I don't want to be here. It's not a good city. It's dangerous here, but I do not know what to do. Do y'all have any advice for a 37-year-old, soon-to-be single mom? For making more money, I don't have a hobby. I'm just so used to being a mom and working my little part-time job because my husband wanted me to stop working, and I did like a dummy. Also, this is my first time watching the live, so I just wrote something real quick. I usually catch the YouTube rewatch, okay? I'm sorry that you're going through that, and I hate that you had to stay. I just spoke to somebody yesterday. Y'all remember Nikki Influence? She posted a video of her husband, Stanley Joe, beating her in the kitchen, and it went viral. It was posted everywhere on our page. I got her and the husband's interview. And when I tell you this, these interviews are going to break your heart. It's just a trigger warning. And for me to even listen to him, I couldn't even get in his ass because he was so accountable. How do you blame how do you get to, I'm just but her, interviewing the wife and stuff like that, so I know that this can be hard, and especially if this is all you know, and you've been married for so long. But we have to start normalizing trade schools again. I think they're under-marketed, and they're I don't think we're having those conversations. You could literally get a 6-month certification, a 8-month certification, a 1-year certification, a 2-year certification, and have a job. And if you have been a stay-at-home mom for the last 20 years of your life, I'm sure you have habits. You can clean houses, You know what I'm saying? You can bake snacks and sell those. You could cook. You know, you go. In the restaurant industry, here's the thing. I know it may not be for a lot of people, but there are plenty of positions in the restaurant industry that you could work. You can, you know, if you're not a people person, you can work in the back. If you are a people person, you can work in the front, okay? Restaurants are forever and always hiring because of the constant demand of, you know, just people being hungry and the evolution of just food concepts and stuff like that. And no degree is required. You know, I use that to build, and that's why I'm here now. Me and Shek have been in the restaurant industry our whole life. Customer service is our thing. That's why we're able to be so nice to you guys over here and just love on y'all. And the wino is always right. But like trade schools and the restaurant industry is really how you get back on your feet. And if you learn how to serve, learn how to be nice, you could take home that everyday cash or that weekly cash and start stacking easy so you could get your own place and start building some independence for yourself. Ain't no way I'm finna take no behind whoopings in place for shelter. I'm not doing it, especially when I have options out there. Listen, guys, life is not bad. Life is good. You guys got options. We all got options. It's just a matter of whether or not we want to exercise our right to those options. So, and we're going to talk a little bit about this a little later when it comes to Drew Sidora because, you know, her situation is, I wouldn't say similar, but I mean, there's some comparisons here, and I'm just really disappointed in Drew and all of this, okay? And so just stay tuned for that a little later on in the show. Thank you guys so much for writing in. Remember, guys, if you want your question read, email me, unWineWithTashaK@gmail.com, unWineWithTashaK@gmail.com. Hold on. I gotta, what? Okay. All right, we'll read this one on Monday, okay? There are some good questions that just came in. We'll read these on Monday. Huh? Who? Oh, don't forget. Oh, yeah, Monday, Aaron Smith is coming out, the Scientologist that exposed Will Smith and the Scientology Center. That's going to be dropping Monday, because actually I'll be traveling on Monday, won't I? Yes, I'll be traveling on Monday. But that interview was coming out because we have to put it out because Bilal Part 4 is coming out. We just did a Part 4 concerning Bilal. And just a real quick update on Bilal because I know there's some rumors going around that Jada Pinkett won. No, that's not what happened. Jada Pinkett won a part of a motion, okay? She didn't win the lawsuit. Bilal is still suing her. There was an anti-slap motion. He lost part of it. And so her lawyer fees that it took her to fight the anti-slap motion, and he lost part of it, she submitted $49,000 to the court, Jada Pinkett. And so as a result, he has to pay $49,000 to her. Now, they're still in court. He doesn't have to pay it now because they're still under litigation. So she's basically trying to confirm it with the court that he owes me this for having to fight this part. But he lost this part, okay? And he owes me for legal fees pertaining to that. Now, they're going to get to the end. And Jada's already tried, from my, from sources close to the whole situation, she's already tried to settle with him or whatnot, and he is just refusing to take any settlement per se. And so they're going to wait to the end to see who owes who. So just letting you guys know on that. But he did do a Part 4, and it is a nasty interview. It is nasty. Even Jasmine was sitting there like, what the? It got so uncomfortable that I said, let me play devil's advocate for a second, Bilal. I had to be like, all right, let me step outside of the rage bait and the shock allegations of what's going on. I said, Bilal, now how you around watching a supposed three-way with Tyrese, Will, and Jada? How did you get to see that? Like, and what was you doing all 43 years? Why is everybody around you doing all these orgies and stuff and you just standing there watching? Like, y'all gotta see his reaction. And you definitely gotta read his book. You gotta read that book, okay? I'm reading that book. I'm on chapter 2. I think the book club is finna, our Wino book club is finna pick up that book. Y'all have to. Go to itsTashaK.com. I'm not even being paid to promote his book. That's just how crazy of a book it is. itsTashaK.com/book club. Okay? And y'all pick up Bilal's book. Read it. He said if you have triggers, don't read it. But if you ain't got no triggers and you with all this, just read it. Thank you so much, y'all. Appreciate you. Lauren Harvey decided, after all these years of all said allegations, we can start with her sleeping with both allegedly a father and son. Remember when they were saying she was messing with Diddy and Diddy's son at the same time? And then Gina, remember we interviewed Gina, and Gina confirmed that Lori was messing with Diddy and the son. She ain't say nothing about that. She ain't say not a damn thing. When she was messing with Future, when she was with Michael B. Jordan, when they called her a relationship baiter, you know what I'm saying? She's a relationship grifter, which means she grifts y'all using relationships to help build her non-existent brand. Okay? The same brand her mammy built, attaching to affluent men to build their status. Okay? No skill set whatsoever except for between their legs, in my opinion. Her and her damn mammy. It's working out for them, though. It is. So she done been ran down, flipped over, ran over by a train 3 times by the industry. Done dated everybody that was of a somebody. Okay? And now all of a sudden they're saying that you and Damson Idris are not together, and you decide you want to take to your social media to say, we're suing. I'm suing. I hope y'all have had so much fun creating false narratives about me for clickbait, because I'm about to have so much fun suing y'all. So apparently there's some rumors going around that they ain't together no more. The rumor is that she broke up with him because he was too nice. I think he's a sucker. I don't think he's nice. I think he's taking leftovers. And when you had to use, in my opinion, because I told you there was some underlying beef between Damson Idris and Michael B. Jordan. We put that out there. And they're having issues filming because he's the new Black Panther. He needs to get it together. He's playing, like in real life, he's playing his Formula One character. Have you seen that movie, Formula One? You need to watch it. He's very jealous, very egotistical, and, intimidated by men who have already been there, done that, especially with this woman. I said, Damson, in my opinion, now he young, but he too fine for that, okay? Too fine for that. Especially for this. Everybody done passed her down to you, and now you using the girl for publicity during Michael Jordan's Oscar week to help garner publicity for you, because that's what she's for. She's a relationship grifter, okay? And y'all got to stage fake appearances on a balcony just to take the conversation off of her ex-boyfriend. Remember this? Throwing her head back like she was white.
If there was more, I wish I could never do this, so I got to get home safe and
Don't do it now. What is going on?
au revoir.
Sorry. I wear a bonnet and they know because I love to put my hair in. As in, like,
Using an industry pass around just to garner PR to take the attention off of her ex-boyfriend and you with his leftovers. And now you're the Black Panther and he's your op, and of course but I mean, I just don't get it. But for her to come out here and say she's suing, and you had all this time to sue, even when blogs was saying that you was trying to push up on Jay-Z, which you was. You remember that? Remember when she was... Y'all remember that? I was like, why she gawking over his ugly camel ass like that? Why? Jasmine, put that picture up of Jay-Z real quick. Could you imagine? You know our picture. Yeah. Could you imagine if I was Dempsey Idris and your woman tried to go and slide on somebody's husband the way that her Mimi? Could you imagine? Oh, to this? You know how they do. Like, girl, bye. Now you want to sue? And I appreciate the ones that y'all checking on me, because, you know, we get sued every week around this bitch. And I'll be like, we got sued again? Okay, cool, no problem. Tell them I'm sorry. Tell them I'm sorry. Yes, I know you guys want to know about the last lawsuit, the recent lawsuit that we just got. I don't even know about it. So I did give a few statements to, you know, some publications like People Magazine and, you know, Atlanta Journal-Constitution and Bloomberg and all them. But I'm just got to say about Brian McKnight is that I'm sorry. You totally mischaracterized my interview. I'm a comedian, and I didn't mean to call you Little Dick Energy. I mean, but it was given that at the time. But I don't think Little Dick Energy is like defamation, right? Like, I don't think me calling him a red pillar is defamation, or him being into racially ambiguous women is defamation. Like, and then there was a part that he claims that I said in an interview with his ex-wife, Julie, that, I gotta talk like a white girl, you know, that he allegedly was, I can't repeat that, but involved with a minor. Like he said, he quoted this from my interviews. I went to go pull that quote and I looked at the interview and I was like, that's not what we were talking about. To my recollection, Brian hasn't been linked to any underage women or children or been involved on any type of sexual relationship level at all. And that's not what we were talking about. We were talking about in that interview, his daughter. Remember when his daughter came out and she was underage and they were going back and forth on social media and he was actually arguing with his underage daughter. And because of that argument, a lawsuit was leveraged from the mother of that daughter, and she came out and got on his ass, and he ended up settling with the daughter for $318,000. Like, he could say this not an admission of guilt, or, you know, because they had sued him for defamation, and he settled and paid. So I'm like, well, where did he get that we were talking about him sleeping with a minor? Like, that is so not true. Like, I've never heard that about Brian McKnight ever. And at the end of the day, I'm still a musical fan of his, but I just don't like his character and how he comes at his family. I feel like, you know, you as a black man, you should be first of all, I was very appalled that all we knew about Brian was just music. And then when he came out here and started addressing his kids and, you know, saying that they were made out of sin and rename the new kids a senior and all this, I was just like, what are you doing? You know, so like, listen, my interview with Julie was based off of her experiences being married to you. And, you know, what she said was her experience, but I just don't think me calling you Little Dick Energy or Red Pillar is defamation worthy. But hey. If you want to take me to court behind it, fine. It is what it is. But those allegations of you messing with a baby, that is so not true. And that is not what we said. And I'm shocked that your lawyers even quoted that. Because somebody going to have to take that out. All the other stuff can stay, but that got to go. Because I don't even understand how that claim is going to make it pass, okay? But at the end of the day, I hope that Brian and his family are able to reunite and be back at one. So I'm sorry. He sued everybody. He sued like 40 people. I'm like, what? But why did they use my name? You understand what I'm saying? Like, out of all the people they sued, why is Tasha K name first? What? Brian, stop. But at the end of the day, they still family. And I hate that he's suing his ex-wife. Oh, and let me clear up the lawsuit regarding his ex-wife, Julie, that he had filed in Arizona in some small town. That was a default judgment because she paid him no mind. So basically, he sued her. She didn't respond. The court awarded him $8.8 million that he ain't gonna get. And so now he's resuing her? But you won, remember? Remember when he made that video talking about, I can't believe I won? That was a default judgment because she not stunting you and you ain't getting no money. So I'm wondering if maybe he trying to come after some. Let me be quiet. Let me come after him. We in a litigation right now, and they can take that. But I'm just saying, it's, you know, there was a baby that passed away, and you know, with babies come money, and I don't know. I'm just saying, what is the reason? Y'all was all arguing with each other. How I get in the group chat, and why my name number one on the lawsuit? It come with a little clout. It is what it is. Moving on. Kenya Moore, speaking of court issues, so she apparently was evicted for non-payment of rent in a salon that never had any clients. I haven't met one person that went down there to get their hair done at all. I don't even think she had stylists working in there, and it's Atlanta. You could get stylists anywhere. All she had to do was call Sway, Portia's girlfriend, and she could have put some people in there to help her out or show her how to run it, you know? And so this was the salon that they featured on, you know, the show, and this is the salon where she unveiled those pictures of old girl doing God knows what under the sun, and that lady is suing Bravo. What's her name again? Britt Eady. Britt Eady was eating in the video, eating, okay? Anyway, so Kenya was fired from the show because of that. And of course, when you get fired as a housewife and you don't have a backup plan or any other businesses, things tend to go down. It happened to Candy. It definitely happened to Kenya. And today, we got word that she said she wasn't vacating the property even though she was ordered and evicted to vacate the salon in Atlanta. She said she wasn't because the landlord owed her money and she's ready for court. But in the meantime, the landlord went over there and put all her shit out on the curb. Check this out, y'all. Look at it. That's a nice couch, though. I would have backed my Chevy up. You know I got a big black Chevy. I would have backed my Chevy up and went and took I would have took the couch. Let me see. I want the dryer, the steamer. But you see the fans down there taking stuff. Look at, I've been out there too, dog. I sure will. Kenya Moore Hair Salon. They was listen. Money get a little tight when them Real Housewives of Atlanta checks start to dry up, okay? And she was actually a 7-figure earner there and lost her job going too far. And they're actually still fighting a lawsuit behind what she did to Britt Eady, which is reposting images of her that was given to her by Ming Lee. Ming, tell me I'm lying. Because Ming was supposed to be on the show with Britt Eady, and it didn't happen because Ming and Britt Eady are best friends. And so as a return, I guess a return of favor, Ming Lee sent them pictures to Kenya Moore, and Kenya Moore made it do what she do. And now she out of a job and can't work and ain't got no backup plan. You know what I'm saying? She's going to be out here on a Porsche selling it to men, women, and whoever else trying to buy. Lawn care men, whatever, okay? But y'all pray for Kenya. Pray for Kenya. Pray for Kenya. But shit, can somebody put the couch to the side for me? I want that little couch. Like, for real, that's a cute little couch, especially for the office, Jasmine. That'd be real cute. Real cute. It's pink, too. Mm-hmm. You know, office furniture ain't cheap. Ain't cheap at all. What my winos talking about in the chat? No. Ming Lee is a ex-basketball wife. And she is one of those IG model personalities. You have a picture of Big Ming Lee? Okay. You don't? Okay. Don't worry about it, because we don't really talk about her like that. But you can look her up. She was part of Basketball Wives. She was dating Ty for a little while. She was faking a relationship with Ty on Basketball Wives. And so, yeah, she ain't really nobody, but she really wanted to be a housewife. And so she thought by, being able to get close to Kenya, she would be able to get on the show to be that cast extra. I was introduced and, I'm able to go at Britt Edie because now I'm invited by, a head cast member, because a head cast member can get you on the show. But before she had a chance to do that, she got fired. So now nobody's on the show. And I think, honestly, this is going to be their last season. I don't see them going past this season. I don't, because this is a struggle-ass season. All right, now real quick, Jasmine, don't we got to add real quick before we get to Drew Sidora? We got anybody else we need to get out real quick before, huh? The one? Oh, fire hair, y'all. Fire hair. Listen. Y'all know I don't wear hair, but a lot of y'all do, okay? And if y'all looking for all natural, 100% real, authentic bundles, closures, lace fronts, mailed right to your door, complete wholesale, very, very reasonably priced, because you know me, I think weave expensive, period. But for this, you know what I'm saying? Even my daughter has ordered from them before, okay? FireHair.com, www.firehairllc.com, www.firehairllc.com, and tag them on Instagram, and you maybe get a little discount too on your hair, okay? So there we go. All right, real quick. Before we head over to TashaKLive.com, we got Drew Sidora and Ralph Pittman on TashaKLive.com. We are going to be discussing, so you'll know and get those subscriptions ready and in order. Oh, Russell Brand allegedly sleeping with 16-year-olds. Well, he said it, okay? Shamar versus Alvo and the whole HIV gate, okay? Jada versus Emily, we got an update on that as well. You know that this is a commercial-free show, uncensored show. I get to cuss, act the damn fool up over there. Like how, because everybody kept saying, somebody told me the other day, oh, Tasha K used to be ruthless on YouTube. And I'm like, I am. I'm just on Tasha K Live with it. Ain't nobody trying to lose their channel. These white folks is watching me big time, okay? They say I can do what I want. I got to deal with them. As long as I get it behind the paywall, I'm straight, right? They say you straight. Just, we got advertisers that like your channel, especially in the urban community. Please keep it clean, keep it cute. I said, okay, YouTube, no problem. So I can't put Shamar versus Alvo on YouTube anyway. A lot of people can, and that's why they be calling me Tasha. They deleted my channel for harassment, bullying. Well, what you want me to do about it? Y'all be going in the paint. Y'all got to get these paywalls, okay? Definitely gonna be talking about Sharon Moore. His ex-mistress is coming out saying that she had a baby, and he was trying to come over there and beat the baby out of her allegedly, okay? Rihanna house shot up update. Y'all know we done spilled some wine on her house being shot up. She had a drive-by. And then, of course, Portia's side dude, Jonathan Dupperton, was just sentenced to 7 years in prison. Simon gave us a statement on that, and I think I got some extra news, too, that I need to share regarding that little situation. All that coming up on TashaKLive.com. You do have to go to the website and subscribe to TashaKLive.com to become a member, and also the Jock side interview is playing and trending right now, #1 on TashaKLive.com, okay? Now, on to Drew Sidora and Ralph Pittman. So I went all the way back because I'm watching this divorce in real time, and I think honestly this should be the highlight of the season, because how do you, in what world? Okay, before I get into the details of this, I just want you to understand where my brain is for a second. In what world are you a televised peach-holding housewife like this? You hold the peach. You stand behind the green screen, in front of the green screen. You got a national, worldwide platform. That's not including digital. You got people like me talking about you. That's a big deal, okay? Because a lot of people don't get about you. We don't talk about you. You're going to be out here yelling and screaming and making up beefs just to stay relevant, okay? We know how it works. But how are you holding a peach and you're writing a motion to the judge saying, please do not evict me from my house? Because the judge evicted her from her marital home and said that she got until May 31st to find a new place to live with her and the son that she came into this marriage with. Because there's 3 kids. One came with her. Ralph didn't have none. They had 2 together. dog this. First of all, they was dogging each other out. But then how you gonna, like, you gonna drag the man on national TV? Let me start from the beginning. Listen, this ain't really got nothing to do with Drew. This got everything to do with women. That's why I said trade schools are underrated. Underrated. Basic business common sense is underrated. Just not a priority. You know what's a priority? Lace fronts, makeup artists, boob jobs, snatch stomachs, fashion over clothes with Akira bags. They got good men, but because they seek more, they think there's more out there, like how Portia thought. You don't have a backup plan. You mean to tell me you don't have a pot to piss in or a pillow to lay your damn head on after a judge evicted you from your own house and you begging him to stay in your own house that you never, according to Ralph and these text messages that I got, contributed to. And judging by the way you responded, like, you never contributed. And so you mean to tell me you dogged a man out on national TV and then you still expect him to pay all your bills? While he lives downstairs in the basement, you stay upstairs? Man, let me tell you something. So they met 2013. They've been married a long time before TV came in. They were business partners before Drew really, got famous. Now, we know Drew from the TLC movie, okay? She played one of the TLC members. That's around the time that they met. But then she went on to do, like other films and music videos and stuff like that. And now she is just on the side Tubi movie, which doesn't pay a lot, guys. It doesn't. It's probably like $10,000 roles. You know what I'm saying? If at the most $20,000. And if you got an agent, you got to get him 10% of that. Makeup artists, hair artists, all types of people are getting a piece of the pie. And so, she's able to kind of do that on the side, but nothing consistent coming in, okay? And so she allowed Ralph to be her manager. A lot of women do, if their husbands have good business backgrounds. My husband handles my management issues. You know what I'm saying? My management stuff. So, that's a normal thing that happens. And of course, he got paid as a manager. In my opinion, he got paid too much. They agreed to a 40%, 60% revenue split. That's not what you get as a manager. But that was their thing. I think because he left what he was doing full time to go and work for her. Now, the marriage is breaking down. Apparently, he's cheating. She's cheating. I think she had caught him cheating first and then got her get back, and then he started cheating. Real Housewives of Atlanta comes into play. The cheating is on display. He had disappeared, going to Tampa for 3 days. She couldn't find him. All of this, okay? Now, I was told from sources that were close to the couple that they had been separated and going through issues, okay? Not seeing eye to eye, per se. There was allegations that Ralph helped to steal her LLC, and so her LLC, he was getting the 40% and then had her sign a document saying that he would get an extra 30%. So now he's getting 70% of her proceeds, and then made her sign a tax document from her own business alleging that, stating that, and this is all alleged, okay? I don't know this to be true. I'm just telling you what we found on research that, apparently that she would assume the tax debt to taxes that they had both incurred, even his taxes, because they were splitting the revenue that she was getting because he was the manager and I guess out here getting deals and stuff like that. So, he's making sure that she stays booked and busy and, she's collecting the money and then boom, they split it down the middle and he's managing the household. So she gets to keep all her revenue and he uses his revenue to manage the household. Now, when she did file for divorce, okay, now she's been publicly linked to Black Smoke, who's now in bankruptcy, the one that got them nicotine-free vape pens. She's also been linked to Dennis McKinley. Don't worry, when I get to Atlanta next time, me and Dennis are going to be sitting down personally, and we got a lot of stuff to unwind. We do. Yes, we do. So you just wait on that. This is probably gonna be Armageddon in that damn room, okay? But we're gonna get to the bottom of the shit. All right. And so apparently she was trying to bring Dennis on the show as a friend interest / love interest. And, Drew will connect herself, in my opinion, to anybody that she feels that can help financially benefit her, especially in a time of need, because, she was primarily a woman that did bring in the bread, but her husband helped to keep it so that she could be a kept woman and never bothered to look at the bills or what it took to manage the household and, all of that stuff, because she got to keep her money, but she was just always bad at managing money. And we just heard from her old social media manager and PR agent that, she was bad at managing money. Like, she just did not manage it. Now, of course, being a new housewife, you don't get paid that much. And, season 1, season 2, she's only making 6 figures. I don't even think she's in the 7-figure range, close to it now. She's still in the 6 figures because she just submitted a motion to the judge, begging the judge, after the judge had originally given her the house, saying that she could stay upstairs with the kids. He would move downstairs. He's only allowed to come upstairs in a house that he is paying for entirely, okay, to help get the kids ready for school. She also got primary custody of the kids. He got weekends, but remember, he's living downstairs in the basement during the entire time. And so that was the court order. She won. He would have to pay spousal support. This was what was going to be next up, because he had been keeping her. That's what happens when you keep a woman and you manage the bills. So naturally, it was going to go to him. Now, Drew had already been going through financial issues big time because, we had Claudia. What's Claudia last name, Jasmine? I forgot. Not Claudia Jordan, not Scratch Cat. It was another woman named Claudia that had, Drew had asked her for $24,000 to help her out with some stuff, and she gave her back 12, didn't give her back the other half. She ended up having to sue Claudia Gregory. She ended up having to sue Drew to get her to pay the money back. There's a lot of people that she owed. All right, and so to see the judge primarily give her exactly what she wanted, to now that same judge reversing everything and giving Ralph complete control of the house, primary custody of the kids, and Drew is being ordered to move out by May 31st with her older son that she came into the marriage with, primarily because, according to him, because he was keeping receipts, she wasn't taking the children to school. They was missing hella days. And from what I'm being told, Ralph was the one getting the kids ready for school all the time anyway. That was his job. While Drew was out building her socialite life, he was primarily taking care of the kids. And so for her to be in a position now where you're only making $12,000 a month gross as a peach holding housewife, okay? To you saying me and my older son are gonna be evicted because we can't afford to move because you were in a house with a man, y'all both were cheating, doing whatever y'all were doing, but then you're using your platform of television to slander the man. The man is still paying all your bills. Even though you was awarded the top half of the house, he had to stay in the bottom half of the house. All you had to do was take the kids to school and you would have kept your same lifestyle. The judge done took it away. And now Ralph, let me see if I got these text messages. I know I screenshot them because I was like, what the hell? Ralph texting her, listen, he was keeping the receipts now. He sure was. Hold on, let me make sure I got that. Hold on, y'all, hold on. Damn it, Jasmine. I didn't damn screenshot the shit. Hold on, maybe I did. Give me a second. All I know is the text messages that I saw is that Ralph had gave her, she was like, hey, something is due. And then he was just like, oh, I don't know why you're telling me. Since we're now splitting everything now, your half of the bills will be $9,000. This includes water, lights, gas, half of the mortgage, childcare, food. And she was like, well, why is it costing so much to maintain a house? He was like, well, had you would have asked questions and been involved, you would know how much it costs to run this lifestyle. So apparently she's fighting Ralph because Ralph makes $75,000 a month. because he has other businesses that he built. And she asked no questions. She was out here begging for other people's money because she couldn't beg for his money no more. And she done dogged him on TV. To her, $12,000. This is where I have an issue because I'm like, at what point do we as women, especially as Black women who have been trained, especially if you came up in the 80s, 70s, 60s, and you saw your mama them struggle, there wasn't no men in the household. Since when did we start giving a man total control of our financial life? Dog him out, then expect him, and use television to dog him out, and then expect him to continue to pay your bills. And now you got to go beg a judge saying you ain't got enough money to move. $12,000 is enough money to move. I mean, you can get you a cute little $2,000 apartment with you and your baby and come see your other kids on the weekend. But since when are we not putting ourselves in positions when we have these platforms and these opportunities? And that's why I said life is good. We got options. We just got to exercise some options that you ain't got no other revenue streams. But if that show gets canceled tomorrow, where are you going to get money from? Because now your ability to get any type of spousal support, even though both of y'all cheated, it was irreconcilable differences. At what point, Drew, because I know she's watching this, they all do, Kelly Farrell's lawyer and her were just in court with the same judge I lost my defamation case to, telling the judge, oh, she flew my husband to Mexico on a private jet to do an interview, and the reason he flew to Mexico on a private jet is because she banned from the U.S. And then the judge was like, I don't think she banned from the U.S. She ain't banned. Nobody can be banned from the U.S. because she a U.S. citizen, but she may be on the run. I said, what? I may be on the run because I did an interview in Mexico and I didn't fly this man private? Oh, because he can't afford his child support? How I get in it? Why am I being mentioned in court records? I don't owe you no money. Anyway, back to Drew. All I'm saying is, when did we as women get too comfortable like this? It's to happen with Portia, okay? If you watch that Simon interview, anybody looking at Portia right now would call her the same thing I was calling her, a bimbo. A bimbo. Dumb, stupid, zero, hollow. Anybody in there? Huh? And we're gonna talk about Portia more on TashaKLive.com because one of her scammers, her scammer side dudes, just got 7 years. Mm-hmm. And Simon had something to say about it because remember, he was labeled the scammer, but everything he do is legal, completely legal, okay? But when is we as women are now given platforms and opportunities that we just kind of want to be seen, but we don't want to manage? When do we do this? Yeah, my husband manages me. Well, we've been at this 20 years, like, we are used to our roles, and I know exactly what's going on, and he knows exactly what's going on. And if anything happens, guess what? We have things put in place to ensure nobody is going to want for nothing. We probably won't even need no damn court to help us because it's just on paperwork. It's on paperwork. Everything is documented. But we have got to get better. We have got to get better. Like, this soft life era, I'm not with that. I don't like no soft. Jasmine, you like this whole soft life era? It's making you dumb, making you stupid. Now you on public TV begging the judge to stay in your own damn house that you pay for. I wish the hell I would, bro. They're going to be telling us we got to both sell it. Y'all got to sell it and move somewhere else. You know, no problem, Your Honor. No problem. Let me get my purse and get the hell up out of here, bro. We about to head over to TashaKLive.com. Anybody I got a wino, I got a shout out, Jam. Listen, don't forget, we are about to honestly close our wino advertising membership, okay? So we have a membership that I started with about 30 people right now. I will increase it to 50. We have 7 slots left, okay? You do have to apply. If you are a small business and you already have products and services that you are selling, but you need consistent advertising so that you continue to get clients in your sleep, make money in your sleep. You don't have thousands of dollars to budget, but for a small monthly fee, okay, you get to join my advertising community of me and other like-minded business owners that are going to help you to promote and keep reoccurring revenue coming to your business in your sleep, okay? It's like the next phase once you start. You may be in between a job and working your business at the same time, but you're not quite making enough to be able to quit your job. This is the program for you. Now, we're only gonna allow people to stay in like 8 to 10 months. I think the max is like, 10 months or whatnot, because once you get that reoccurring revenue, which we've done for many business over years, you don't even need us no more because you already got a system. Maybe you do want to come back and you want to pay for reoccurring just because it's easy. But like after about I would say close to a year, you should be good if you got a good product or service, okay? I'm not finna do no Coach Stormy and be like, oh, I can make you 6 figures. No. It depends on your business, what your prices are. The sky's the limit for you, okay? But if you need that extra help, we're here to help, okay? Go to itsTashaK.com/mogul making. itsTashaK.com/mogul making to make an appointment with one of our sales associates, and we'll let you know if you qualify to join the monthly reoccurring advertising membership, okay? So yes. Don't forget, guys, anything else I gotta say? Casting. Oh my God, you guys have been doing good with the casting, okay? So we are casting for people who have been religiously done wrong. If something has happened to you spiritual or religious, or maybe you've had a great experience, maybe somebody has been able to heal you spiritually, please send us a send us an email or whatnot on our website. It's TashaK.com/casting and apply there. And also, if you're a single man, we just want to know why you're single. We just want to know your story. We ain't trying to hook you up or nothing. We're just trying to get into the minds of men, especially in this day and time, because I think there's not a lot of conversation being had because everybody on TikTok listening to people that's not in relationships. Okay, so we want to listen to the people that are not in relationships, but also actively dating and trying to find. Or maybe you may not be actively dating for whatever reason, okay? If you are a single man, we want to know why you are single. Go to itsTashaK.com/casting. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break before we head over to TashaKLive.com. We'll be getting started at 9:30. Is it 9:30? Eastern Standard Time. You do have to subscribe to see that uncensored ad-free show. I love you guys. Happy Mercury Friday. I'm going to take you home with some ads. Oh, don't forget, guys, we're sponsored in part by the Sugar Case. I almost forgot. All this oil that's on my body is the Sugar Case. This is the Bahama Girl. Shop TKdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10. And if you're trying to lose a little weight, appetite suppression, all right? Helping to burn fat naturally without you having to use a GLP. We got a natural alternative here that I use even when I'm fasting and I want appetite suppressant and I'm trying to lose weight. See, I ain't got no double chin no more. And I've been walking, okay? It works best on an empty stomach, so it can suppress your appetite and you won't get hungry, okay? Because fasting heals the body, especially if you're on a water fast, okay? Pluvi Activate Drops, okay? Head on over to shoptkdeals.com. Use the coupon code TK10 to put these on membership, reoccurring orders, so you keep them once a month and you keep your system flushed and detox, okay? I love you guys. Now I gotta go. I'm gonna take you home with some ads. Stay right here. Bye.
If you love the NFL, if you love the sports commentary and the sports drama, you have found Tony Talk's vested up, compelling sports edge. I've been digging in the NFL trash can day files, and yes, some of those owners are in those Eddie files. You say that black women don't care about sports. YouTube says that black women don't care about the NFL. Black women to represent us in their spaces. So make sure you bring your notes, your drink, and your vest. Hey, come with it. Come with it. Yeah, we also talk about that too, allegedly.
When we're stressed out about anything, including debt, there's so many other detriments to our lives, our health, our family, our friends, all can see it on us. And then when you become debt-free, you can start focusing on things that truly make you happy. It really is true happiness. I've had many individuals make up with family members after going through bankruptcy because they don't have the stress. It really changes your mindset, and it allows you to have the freedom, the mental freedom, to take care of what's really important. And I certainly recommend it for everybody because, as we all know, life is too short.
He hit me, he was like, where you at? Send me your location. I'm like, okay. I didn't think nothing of it for real. I thought he was just gonna come smoke with me and we was gonna chill and that was gonna be it. No. The man came, I told him, I was like, Jock, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm on my period. And he didn't give a fuck about none of that. The man snatched my tampon out, ate my and fucked the dog shit out of me in the Airbnb. Yes, I said it. Yes, you did it. Next. I met this man being a musician. I left this man being a hoe. So it was never good.
Why you say being a hoe?
What musical thing all I left with was a wet ass and no music. Let me be real. I did not come in how I was supposed to leave. I did not come how I was supposed to leave. I came and I got the same thing Kendra got. That's why I'm talking to you like this, because I see me in you. That shit hurts. When you let it start giving you all of these things and you don't get what you really deserve, it's a problem. But now, hello.
Hi guys, my name is Tanika Brown and I've been a nurse for over 20 years. I'm here to introduce to you Aftercare Allies. Aftercare Allies is a nurse concierge service, and a nurse concierge is someone that offers highly personalized care in the comfort of your home or workplace. Here at Aftercare Allies, we offer post-surgical care, IV infusion therapy, medication management, weekly wellness checks, and we also act as a liaison for our elderly clients. So, say for example, a plastic surgeon does a BBL for someone. I'm that girl that he would call or he would refer to you to say, hey, I have someone that could come into your home and look at your drains and your wounds until it's time to return to the doctor. Or if, for example, you live in Atlanta and your elderly mom lives in New York, I'm that person that you can call to say, hey, can you take my mom to the doctor and give me some feedback or let me know what's going on with her at her doctor's appointment? Because, you know, lately when the elderly goes to the doctor, they're not able to say or able to relate to you what went on at the doctor's office. So I can take your elderly mom or dad to the doctor's office. I'll call you when I take them back home to say, hey, this is what occurred. They have a doctor's appointment coming up. This is what they need to do. Or I have bundled packages where I can go in weekly or daily, do wellness checks, do their vitals, check out the home environment, make sure that their home environment is safe for them. If they're not able to administer their own medications, that's where I come in. If they have injections and they're not able to administer their injections, that's where I come in also. So that's some of the services that we offer. Feel free to give me a call, 917-757-9042, or you can reach me at www.aftercareallies.com. Thanks, guys. Bye.
We don't get enough liquid D3. We don't get enough vitamin D. And so I personally have to supplement this particular vitamin D that I travel with all the time, and I make sure that I never run out of, is 10,000 IUs, gluten-free, vegetarian, it has a vitamin E and vitamin C base, okay? And so it's very highly absorbable. There are some fantastic reviews on shoptkdeals.com of women who claim that they couldn't even lift their arms. And by taking vitamin D3, which helps your body to absorb calcium, and the calcium feeds the bones, they can now raise their arms, they're less pain and things like that.
Hi winos, how you doing? I'm the founder of Wild Sugar Braid Products and Wig Install Products, and these products were designed for the individual that wants professional grade products. That is a DIY individual. You can do it anywhere and anytime that you want, all on your own and no waiting. Find us at www.wildsugar.com. Bye.
All right, winos, after after months of planning and negotiating, I am excited to announce that shoptkdeals.com is now extended to you. If you are a creator like myself, or maybe you're just a stay-at-home mom, or maybe you're just someone that just wants to make passive income as well as main income, shoptkdeals.com now offers that invitation to you. So which means you can become an affiliate partner and make anywhere from 30 to 40% on each sale that you make on shoptkdeals.com, okay? And so listen, I'm excited to work with you guys. I'm excited to train you guys. Not only will I be training you, we'll be hosting webinars, sales calls, and all that to make sure that we're all successful and we keep all of these brands happy. So I want you guys to stop what you're doing now. Go on over to the website, shoptkdeals.com, hit join my sales team, and I will see you guys on our sales call, okay?
They called her the pride of Suffolk, undefeated, unbreakable. A black woman who turned fists into hope in a city built to deny both. Adele Johnson fought for money. She fought for family. She fought so her people could stand taller where they were told to stay small. Then she fell in love, Harold, and she laid the gloves down. That's when the city turned on her. Her father died suddenly. The men who ran Suffolk decided she wasn't allowed to walk away. The Chamber of Commerce fixed the fight. They needed her broken, not victorious. Now the future of an entire black community rests on one woman who has already lost everything. Adele Johnson is coming. Will you be ready? Bulky, Awkward, Beautiful by Julius Cain.